What's up guys, Honey Badger here. Wanted to bring you guys a war recap video of our latest war. Before I start, just want to apologize for any audio quality issues you may experience. I didn't buy the most expensive headset or microphone in the world, and I'm using a hodgepodge of software to do all this stuff. So apologize if this isn't the greatest quality recording. Anyway, we've kind of been on a tear lately, not gonna lie. 16 wins in a row is our current streak. Some of these, admittedly haven't been great matchups. We had a farming clan here that didn't really try and things like that. But, on the other hand, we're also bringing great attacks. We're getting the job done, going for 3, doing great cleanups, all that good stuff. So, wanted to show you the latest 4 here. I don't want to showcase, just the great attacks, but I also wanted to point out a few things in this war. Just some little tidbits, lessons learned, things like that, fundamentals. As you can see, we did a great job here. 2-starring all the 10 Hull 10s, got a 3-star here, which I'll show later. Great attacks all around. So, without further ado, so I wanted to show an attack early in the war. It's the first hit. And by Harris. And you'll see 99%. So sorry to pick on you, Harris. Harris has had in the last 2 or 3 wars a couple, like 2 or 3 95+% attacks. So definitely frustrating, but I wanted to show this raid because I wanted to show just how little things could have turned it into 3. It's definitely, give him the benefit of the doubt since it's the first hit, but comes in with a stone goho. Figures he wants a lot of tanking to clear a lot of this out. Also doesn't know where the giant bombs are. There's one potential spot here, one potential spot here, one here. He probably assumed there was one here, so he wants to get his kill squad going through the base here to get not only trip that potential spot or negate it, but to get the queen as well. So let's go ahead and play this. Some Teslas also pop up here, which of course he didn't know about, which didn't exactly help things, but they go down no problem. Creates the funnel, no problem, gets the wall breakers in. 3rd golem in. Jump spell goes down. Hero's down. Here comes the CC. Gets the poison down. Gets through him no problem. King runs over, gets the enemy queen. And at this point he decides to start sending the hogs, going in a clockwise fashion here. So they all come in here, gets the first heal down, but right here, he smartly keeps 2 Wizzies in the bag for cleanup, but he forgets about them. He's got all these buildings down here to take care of. So right now, let's see, the time is what, 2 minutes, 1 second. He could have the wizard, 1 cleanup wizard down here, and he could be clearing out all these buildings by the time his hogs get done. But this game, you got to multitask. You're deploying hogs. You're putting down heal spells. You're looking at where they're pathing. You're looking for where the giant bombs are going to pop and all that stuff. So easy to forget. So in this case, ends up hurting him, as you'll see. He gets the 99%. But what I want you to see is how long it takes to get the wizards down and the difference that makes. So the hogs make their way through the base. Heal spell placement was great. Gets the last heel down. But just now, the cleanup wizard goes down here. So, and the other thing that hurt him is he only ends up having something like 3 hogs left in the bag. Forgets about the giant for tanking and for his surgical part, which is he probably was also shaking his head about. But that didn't help either. He only ends up having 3 hogs left to clean up, help clean up all the space in a minute. So gets the rest of the cleanup troops down, but as you'll see, it's just not enough. So had he got that cleanup wizard down south here and to the west here down early, could have been 3. But again, sorry for picking on Harris. Just wanted to illustrate just little things that could be improved. So now I'll show the cleanup attack on this by Brandon Mack and how he altered the attack. So he ends up using 2 golems instead of 3. Figures he's got, a couple hero levels on Harris, and can throw a few more hogs in, and and so on. He knows the Teslas are down here, so he deploys the 2 golems a little bit more south than Harris did, and he knows the doubles here, so he wants to get into there. Creates a funnel nicely, poisons the CC, takes care of it, no problem. King will have access to the enemy queen. There he goes, engages on her. He's going to deploy the hogs in the same clockwise fashion. Uses the giant to tank initially, which is great. Trips the double giant bomb right there with a few archers from the archer queen. And he also knows at this point that there was only one set of double giant bombs, so he can send in more of a wave of hogs from this side without too much worry, and help, because he knows they'll move through the base no problem, since there's only I think singles here, single bombs there. So yeah, and the hogs just wreck it. Gets the cleanup wizard down here, down south early. More hogs make it through, and gets it done in about something like 2 minutes 25 seconds, so lots of time to spare. Great cleanup attack. So I just wanted to show just little differences that can make the difference in array between a 2 and a 3. So great job, Brandon. Another attack I wanted to show is by Sky, going in here on number 12. Does a bit of a go-ho with a few back-end loons right here. Wants to take care of these defenses that are kind of a trade up there, since they're not near any air defenses. Figures he can take them down for with some loons, maybe create some better hog pathing. So traditional CC, I haven't seen that in a while, including a witch, which he gets with the poison, which is great. So that CC was no problem. Wall breaks in here, gets everything funneled in, deploys the loons up top. So one thing I wanted to point out here, when there's that I've learned here, when there's a triangle of defenses like this, and you want to take them out with loons, a lot of people just deploy 4 loons here and just let them route over here and then route up here. But if instead you split the loons, send maybe like say 2 here, 2 here. Once they destroy this defense, they will split. Like 2, some will go here, some will go here. So that can be slightly more efficient. Just want to kind of point that out while since I had the opportunity in this raid. So doesn't make a difference here, but just wanted to point it out. So just keep playing. Hogs come in from both sides. The bomb placement ends up helping him here. Trips one at a time. So hogs make it through, no problem. It's got one heal left. Use it on the top section since they're dying, and that's about all she wrote. Plenty of cleanup. Queen's still up. Plenty of hogs left. Great attack. Another attack I wanted to show is by Harrison. He's a Town Hall 10, dipping down to hit a Town Hall 9, but the concepts of this raid apply to a Town Hall 9, and this definitely could have been done by a Town Hall 9. Also, Harrison does not have his queen, so knows there's a hound in the CC, and basically, there's lots of ways to deal with hounds. You can pull them out into a corner, do the healer archer trick. You can, in this case, just ignore it. So in order to do that, you don't want something like your queen or your wizzies to be engaged and busy with the hound if they're going to be the main brunt of your kill squad. So Harrison, he doesn't have max Valks, but he brings a couple of his own, and he also brings some in the CC. Because he knows they're not going to engage the hound at all. And he's hoping that the hound will just stay busy with those troops, and then he can just continue with his Laloon portion of the attack and just work his way around the base. So he wants to get, he wants to get these air defenses down right here, and he wants to get the queen, and he also doesn't want to deal with the hound. So only sends in one golem, and as you'll see, I'll just go ahead and play it. The Valks just go to work in the core. Minions to upgrade the funnel. Wizards down. And really, without that few amount of wizards, their job is to take out these exterior buildings, and there's not enough of them. In fact, I don't think there are any up on the board now. So the hound is just busy on the king or the Valks, and at this point in the raid, it's as long as he deploys the hounds and the loons efficiently, which he does, it's over. All his hounds pop, as well as the enemy hound, but he's got so many pups up that ends up being no problem. So Harrison putting on a clinic, wrecks the base. And last but not least, I wanted to show our Town Hall 10 3-star. I also wanted to point out that these guys ran a lot of the same base, this 4-corner base, which we see at least one of every war. Different variations, of course, but still, I wouldn't do this. I would not run the same type of base, 5 times? So Jimmy does one of our favorite attacks, which is the 4-jump 6 golem attack. Which definitely helps. Definitely great to do, especially when you have the high heroes to back it up on these type of bases. And sometimes the chips just fall, right where you want them to. He's really going for 2 here, but like I said, sometimes these COC gods smile upon you, and things just go perfectly. And so yeah, we've attacked this base a number of ways. Sometimes you can do jumps, something like here, 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 and one in the core. Sometimes you can do, from a corner here, you can do a jump here, a jump here, a jump here, and one for the core. Seen that done. We've done that before. And also seen what Jimmy does here, which is another great way to attack it, is gets to jump down here, jump down here, jump down here. Creates a nice funnel here, and one for the core. Gets everything, just gets the golems right there in the core, and lets the heroes and the wizards behind them just do all the work. So let's just go ahead and roll this. You can also see, let me just point this out, there's kind of a break in the funnel here, which is why he went in to this wizard tower here, because he knows the golems are the next thing the golems are gonna path to is here, then here, then here, and as long as these defenses go down over here, these golems will have no choice but to go right to the core, which is exactly what happens. So great job there. So Wizzy's doing work. All these golems get to the core. Rage down. King goes in. Starts wrecking everything. And of course the MVP queen behind everything, just doing work. Doing work. Taking down everything. She gets in range here of the cannon and the archer tower and the mortar, but takes down the storage and then just moves to the left. Gets out of range just in time. Keeps moving. Uses the ability because he has to. He's got 2 golemites in front tanking. Queen just works her way around right behind him. 1 golemite still up. Hits a bomb right there. Queen almost goes down. Guys has a sliver of health left. Last defense finally goes down and ends up getting 3. So awesome to see that. So great job, Jimmy. And I think that's about all I got for you guys. Obviously, there's more solid 2 stars up here and some more great 3 stars down here, but just in the interest of time, I'm not going to show them all. Anyway, great job to Grumpy Old Men, and until next time, guys, happy clashing.